important that clients recognise there's always a path to certification. It doesn't matter what happens in the audit. If you have a terrible time, lots of findings, or even a major non-performance, that doesn't mean that's the end of the story. You can resolve it and get over it, fix what's wrong. And you see sometimes that there's targets set for individuals in the company to either achieve certification or sometimes even to achieve it without any non-conformities. And that can put a lot of pressure on individuals in the clients. So there's consultants who try and settle that down a bit and sort of be a bit more realistic, because there is a lot of value in non-conformities.
Just what I was about to say. I think they get a very bad rap. Really, they're the main way that a company can improve. You know, it's about identification of your weaknesses or things that just aren't quite working correctly. And it's a lot of that driven from a process-based audit where you're following a process A to Z through, and you're finding yourselves, as you guys would do in internal audits, and then maybe even in the external audit, the wee glitches. And in finding them and doing something about them, you actually improve the whole process. So, celebrate the event of a non-conformance in the fact that it identifies some way you can be better. Yeah. And again, that's something I would cover in my opening and closing meetings with clients, in the fact that, don't take this negatively. Our reports will always detail the good and the positive things that a company is doing. And then if there are any wee minor bits and pieces, those are raised as minor non-conformances, majors in some cases, but those are just really chances for the company to improve. And that's the way we deliver them. And then obviously there are what we call OFIs, opportunities for improvement. And that's really as our experience as auditors come and seeing a lot of different companies and a lot of different management systems where we can bring some value to the company. And we're really focused on that as well, in the fact that raising an OFI should be something that you consider. You don't have to act on it, but we're just trying to bring you the value of our experience, because individual companies, you guys get to see loads of different companies, but the companies themselves don't get to see other management systems or how other people work. So it's something unique to consultants and certification bodies.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And from the consultancy side, we always try and address those OFIs. If we think that they're fair, sometimes there's a misunderstanding, because obviously as auditors, you're only there for a short space of time. So if there is a genuine misunderstanding, then we wouldn't change it for the sake of changing it. But mostly they're good OFIs that help improve. We would always say to clients to put that in your kind of action log or non-performance log, or whatever you've got where the work happens.
Yeah, and only if they're of value. As you said, you guys and the company will know their company best and what will suit them. We're only there for a limited amount of time. You say we may suggest something, but it always should be termed in. It may be beneficial for the company to consider. It's never a requirement. It's never something that will be, an OFI is never a non-conformance disguised as trying to soft grade, as you say, or as I'd say, it's always should just be about improvement. And consider this: if it's not applicable, don't even worry about it. Don't add it to your system. If you don't have the time or resource for it, don't worry about it now. Maybe put it on a future plan. The reports will always be there for you to go back over the course of maybe 3 years later, 5 years later. Said, I think the auditor said something about this. Maybe I'll look at it now. So very, very much so. I know some certification bodies, because I have been a consultant and sort of worked for a number of CBs, raise OFIs that then they upgrade to non-conformance the next year if nothing was done about it. But that is not the premise of an observation or an opportunity for improvement. It shouldn't ever go into a non-conformance unless it's something about the robustness of, say, for example, their compliance check to relevant legislation, and next year we find breaches that weren't identified. That's the only time that an opportunity for improvement may turn into sort of a minor non-conformance. in the fact that there's actually evidence to say, no, your process isn't working as effectively as it should. But never when it's just sort of a, this might benefit you type idea.
Yeah, no, I think we've definitely seen that that premise come across before. It's almost like, if you don't fix this, the next time I come, it's going to be a non-performance. And of course, if you're addressing it anyway, you haven't got a problem. But that's not, I guess, as you say, strictly the case. And it might be the next time you come, there is a non-performance in that area, but not necessarily linked to the fact that you didn't do the OFI. So it's really interesting to hear from the certification perspective.
Oh, definitely. It's one that I know would aggravate client companies too, in the fact that, you know, having worked for a number of certification bodies in the past, it's something that has frustrated me in the fact that, you know, suddenly something gets escalated that really shouldn't have been, you know, or should have been identified in that previous audit as an issue that required action. So, and I think it sort of dents the confidence of the company and the consultants if suddenly, you know, this is an issue that hadn't been raised previously, but had been just something for you to consider. It dents your sort of confidence in, are you looking at everything correctly, or is this certification body, you know, where's the continuity of, you know, style of audit, which is a, you know, it's a very important thing.